We all know that April 1st is a Fool's Day, but what about April 2nd? The April 2nd is America's Liberation Day as said by this Donald Trump. We all know that America was already a liberated country, but regarding what this Trump is trying to say? The Trump is trying to say liberation from tariff. So what does tariff? Tariff is a tax imposed on goods and services which was brought from that foreign countries. So how much is the tariff? The tariff is typically a percentage imposed on the product's value. So why do countries impose tariff? It was a protectionist measure to protect the domestic industries as well as workers from the rival import foreign nations. So all these set apart that the Trump has started a trade war, not in terms of arms and ammunition but in terms of taxes. So he has announced that there will be a base tariff of 10% on all products which were imported from the foreign countries. The United States now will impose a 10% base tariff on all countries on all imports. What does it mean? It means that if a country is trying to sell certain goods to USA, it have now to pay 10% tax automatically. As we have seen different waves of corona, similarly, the Trump's trade war also started with the different waves of taxes. On the initial wave, 10% of tax, but on the later wave, it was designed country-specific tax. In that, the Cambodia has been charged 42%, the Bangladesh 37%, and the China 34%, and the India was charged 26%. And UK, the very friendly nation, also charged 16% as well as with European Union 18%. So this was not a protectionist measure, but it was a trade war. So what does these country-specific tariffs mean? He also used a term called reciprocal tariffs. So reciprocal tariffs mean if I charge you, you will charge me, right? Similarly, if someone charges USA with certain taxes, the USA now will retaliate and tax the country similar way. This was the taxation which Trump has been given. Now the big question is, why 26% for this India? The answer lies in the detailed report of this USA where it criticized the India's trade and investment policy. It said that India has tariff unpredictability. In terms of agriculture, it may sometimes tax more than 300%. If you observe the budget report of 2019 to 21, it has raised import duties for protectionist policy. And the foreign countries also suffered in terms of e-commerce, in terms of banking, and in terms of renewable energy. So the Trump has said that India being as a friendly country, now it will be charged similar kind of taxes where India is trying to tax. What are the after effects of this Trump trade war? What if the countries hit back with the same policy where it will also try to charge very heavily on this USA? With this, the global growth will slow down and the oil prices will raise up and India's export destination industries will suffer very hard. And it even leads to stagflation with the combination of inflation as well as global slow growth. To conclude, Trump's trade tariff is not just an event, but it's a trend. Now, it will teach us how the trade policy will become a foreign policy. And it's a wake-up call for India. Now, it should be consciously build the development versus diplomacy in one point. And this was the story of the Trump's tariff war, Liberation Day. And thank you for watching.